Weather feels really good over here. I think it's a perfect day to be working on Jalen's Evo. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a minute since we worked on Jalen's Evo, and I'm so excited to start working on the car again. If you guys watched the last video, we did do a little rip with my cousin, which was the first time riding in the Evo. On the last video, I did mention about how I wanted to focus on taking care of everything mechanical wise before we can go ahead and dig into more of, you know, it's like upgrading some accessories, you know, make the car look all nice and whatnot, and also gaining some power. First thing that we're gonna be tackling is probably taking care of the passenger axle, and then we have other things that I want to take care of too, as far as like, of course, doing the oil change because it's been a minute. Let's go ahead and start checking up the car. Let's get this axle popped out. Nice. Alrighty, so we got the passenger side axles out, or should I say half-ish the axles out. So we still just gotta pull out the torn boot off the inside of the axle. Then we can go ahead and just slide this bearing out. Cut the clamp off this side, then we can slide this boot out. First thing I'm gonna do is actually clean this because it just looks really disgusting. Old grease, it's been in here since 05. It's a long time. Now I could have just got a new axle. It would have been easy in and out, but I didn't want to spend the extra money. I'd rather just put the extra time and just, you know, just replace the boots and save the OEM axles. I don't think it really matters. Nobody's gonna see it though, but sometimes spending extra money, sometimes just not the way. If you have the knowledge and skill and it's a free labor, then it saves you extra money. Alright, there you go. Spray some braking in here. Probably just soak it in here for a little bit. Let's just go ahead and just take this bearing out. It does have a C clip in here. Just gonna pop that guy out and this bearing can come out. There you go. Honestly, I don't really need to replace this because it's not leaking, but I'm already here. I might as well just do it. Alright, so we got the outer CV boot out. So I'm not gonna go ahead and just take this whole thing out, just because the last thing I want to do is have these bearings come out and bounce all over the place. But I think we should be fine. Just go ahead and just put some new grease in here. I know there is a little bit inside here in the cut, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just put as much as I can, and then we can go ahead and just get this outside done, get out of the way. Then we can go focus on putting the new inner CV boot. Axle is completely done. New boots, grease, and new clamp, and it is looking fresh. Not really fresh as like brand new, but you know, but really nice is that if I were to have my own sandblaster and powder coat, I would love to restore this and make it like brand new all over again. For sure, one day we're gonna do that. The whole thing on top of the car. Now, before we go ahead and throw the axles back in, I need to clean out all the grease that went all over the subframe. I mean, we are gonna be replacing the subframe in the future, but I wanna get this cleaned up so that way when we have to drop the subframe one day, we don't have to worry about all this grease in the way. Boy, this thing's pretty bad in here. Forgot to mention, we did replace the driver's side axle when we bought this car 2 years ago. How crazy that is. Long time ago. Axles is back on the car. I should have seen this, but outer tie rods are leaking grease, and also the lower control arm is leaking grease. But I guess we'll go ahead and do that the next time. I think when we go ahead and just drop the subframe, because then we have a replacement that's just chilling over there somewhere. We can do the replacement at the same time. Let's go ahead and change the oil. If I remember correctly, the last time that we did a oil change on this car was probably the time that the car was still back at Hawaii in the Big Island. The car got shipped out in August. It's probably like about half a year, so I think we probably did put like maybe I guess 1,000 miles on the car since it got here, but I think it's time for an oil change. I remember looking at the dipstick and it was pretty black. Yep, she's dirty. Oh shoot, did I made it this tight? New engine oil and filter is on the car. The last thing I really want to do is to put this, if you guys don't know, this is the boot on the clutch sleeve. It's just exposed just like that. I'm gonna have to remove the intercooler piping. That way it makes it a lot easier to have space, so we can take those clutch sleeve out, slide this new boot in, and probably just apply some grease on it because it's just dry. Now I thought I had a long 10mm socket, and apparently I don't have one. So now I have to use a wrench and loosen this clamp. Lose money. Well, I do have a 1/2-inch impact socket. Good thing I have that. That was a lot easier to take out. And we have more leaks. Coolant leaks apparently. I remember replacing the thermostat gasket when we did the whole timing belt, water pump, cams, what else? GSC zero tick lifters. And it seems to be that we're having a slight leak, so I guess I'll put that on the list for repair when the next time we work on the car. Not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some high temp grease on the clutch sleeve area. Don't mind my kids are playing in the background, that's okay. And I don't know if this is even the right grease to use, but grease is what I think. And also put grease on top of the clutch fork. And maybe some inside here. I'm just gonna add a zip tie on it just to keep it nice and secure. It is a little bit loose. It's actually made for any standard car. It works. It's better than buying a boot than buying another clutch slave because it's just pointless. The clutch works fine. So I just needed a boot and we're pretty much good to go. Alright guys, car is all finished up. So we did the oil change. I put in new inner and outer CV boot and also put in the boot for the clutch sleeve. Let's go ahead and start up the car so that way we can check oil level, making sure that's all good to go. Man, I know it's been a minute since we did a video on this car. Cold start. Is good to go, so let's go ahead and drive around, making sure that everything else is good. I did forget that it needs the axle nut needs a pin, and I don't have one, so as soon as I can get one, I can go ahead and throw it right back in on the car. What else? Also, T-case fluid was leaking out when we popped the axle, so I need to get some top off fluid, OEM only. And what else? I think that's pretty much about it. Let's just go ahead and drive the car around. Such a good feeling of just fixing like the problems of the car that it needs. So at least we're good on the axle. We are good on doing the oil change, and we're also good on putting a boot on the clutch sleeve, so that's good. We still got a long ways to go, but it's always a good feeling when something is fixed. Such a fun car, man. Really makes me miss mine. Of course, the car is still on a stock turbo. It's still fun driving on the street for sure. But I told Jalen that I really want to upgrade her turbo to a 55 mil, but that's gonna be a while. It's kind of like equivalent to an FP Red, so you still gain torque and you still make power on top end. More power on this car for sure. I'm sure Jalen will appreciate it. Wow, that felt amazing. It just took all my problems away. I love boost life. What an awesome feeling. I'm feeling a turbo. Whew. That was fun. Needed that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're tearing this apart.
Yeah, it's tearing apart there.
Like, somebody already bought the head?
No, not yet, sir. You're brand used to it, bro.
Shucks. You over 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to the blue one?
It's in the out of the garage.
Oh my gosh, here's the other evil. The race car one? From New York?
Illinois.
Oh my gosh, this thing is so freaking clean. Oh man, this thing is ready for a race car. Man. What is it for? Oh, is that the Evo 8?
Yeah. 8 and 9 sequential.
Oh, jeez. This one is dollars though.
Inside is clean too.
Wow. Look at that clean bumper and fenders. Damn, this thing is literally ready for drags. You know, it's so rare to see a C West bumper nowadays for an Evo.
That's it.
Yeah. Jeez. I wonder how much these going for now.
2200.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. This is rare to see it again. Today was a good day, guys. We made some good progress on the Evo. I know it's not a big project kind of thing, but to me it is, and we're slowly knocking down the list that we're taking care of mostly everything that's wrong with Jalen's Evo. That should have been done a long time ago, but we're starting it now. So yeah, like I said, we're taking it nice and slowly. I feel really good on working on Jalen's car, and I'm excited to just continue on and fixing what needs to be done little by little. Today was a good day, guys. A day in the garage with the Evo. Everything that we installed in the car besides the oil and oil filter, of course you can get it somewhere. You can get it anywhere else though. I'll have it linked down in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Aloha, I'll see you guys on the next one.